Welcome to Project Zomboid. Welcome back to Build 42 Stable and our ice cream run. Now, I had an early night, which leads to an early morning. Very early morning, but I kind of don't want to spend time not doing anything, because that just means we're going to be tired early again. But it is really dark here between the traffic lights. I'm sure it's going to be better in the city, right? City itself going to be well illuminated. Spiffo, the new, like the Spiffos now all have this glass roof. That looks so good. Oh. Man. Jenny, oh Jenny, oh great, car alarm down here. It's just fantastic. Oh boy, there's that's the horde I left there. Man, this is Rosewood is crazy. Alright, here's what we're gonna try then. Gonna come around the gated community here. Wasn't there a road? Could have sworn there was. Oh, my headlights are busted. That's why I don't see anything. Oh, there's the road I'm looking for. I'm like, lights are on? Why I'm not seeing anything? You know, let's just equip this secondary. And that doesn't do anything. Wow, okay, if I hold down the right mouse button, I can light the street with my headlight. With my flashlight, rather. Back entrance to the gated community. Again, I just don't think, you know, we could, of course, check every residential house to see if they have anything in the fridge, in the freezer. But I feel like that's not giving us enough bang for our invested time bucks. It looks like the lights are working, but they clearly aren't. Alright, I have no idea what this place is. Looks like some sort of little store. No, not at all. Why's that car alarm hadn't gone off the 3 previous times we've been at Jenny's tables? And I decided to wait until I had a little bit of hope of getting in there. Now, I know that there's at least one other... There's like a Zippy Mart on the main street. And there's also like a cafe, McFudginson's or something like that. So those are kind of the two things where I'm still thinking those are places we want to hit up. Not sure what kind of place we're looking at here. Exploring the city by night with only a flashlight. Not the best plan I've ever had, but honestly, this is nobody here has a plan. Like, don't mistake me running around for a plan. Okay, so this is the courthouse. This is the bank. I'm hoping a lot of the zombies here would have gone for the house alarm at the police station. Now, the real question that we have to ask ourselves is, will they be serving ice cream in the prison? I have the feeling that it's probably a no. A shop, a barricaded store. Looks like a little convenience store that might have some ice cream. The panic moodle the whole time. There's one zombie standing there and a rat on the ground. It's the rat, isn't it? Oh. Nobody gives a damn. Okay. Fish fingers. Tater dots. The game really has it out for me to disappoint me here today. Okay, this was probably a whole bunch of nothing. Now, we could, of course, always pick up other unhealthy food, but the idea is, to have stuff that's going bad and that's unhealthy. That's what we want to collect. I mean, what, unhealthy? No. Ice cream is healthy. Ice cream makes you happy, and things that make you happy are healthy. Watson & Co. Probably like a legal office or something. Giant trees. Alright, what do we have over here? Furniture store. There's the Zippy Mart. That's the place where all the zombies are in front of. Beautiful. Right next to the bakery. The McFudgensons, yeah. We might have to do a little bit of zombie herding here. Like, instead of being sad that there's so many zombies, just right in front of 4 places that we want to hit up. We should be happy that we only have to clear the street, and then we have 4 places we can loot. Oh, what I wouldn't give for a pipe bomb right about now. Yeah, we do one more loop. There's a bunch of zombies stuck on the inside of the bakery. Now, yeah, the real question is, where the hell am I gonna lose these guys? Try to come back around this way. Church without pulling everybody from the church. Okay. Come on. Really now? So here's the real question. No, that's not the real question. That's just the wall that you're running into. Oh god. Things are not going as planned. Where's that barricaded back window here? Dance school, huh? So this fancy building, I have no idea what that exactly is. What kind of store or shop or restaurant? Oh god, it's a zombie place. They are selling zombies. I no, like without actually taking the time and clearing out the hordes here, which is probably a multi-day activity. I don't think we get into any of these stores. Unless we get another house and or car alarm to work with us here. I can probably optometrist glasses thing shop. Good idea. What beer? Yeah, like a kindergarten, primary school over there. Okay, oh look at the moment we're at the backside of these stores that we wanted to get into, and there's 3 zombies here right now. So let's take a moment here before we run into the next 20 zombie groups. Couple hardcore freaks who ran after us the whole time here for a little adventure. Okay. Like I'm hearing an alarm ringing. Okay, so question number 1. Can we open this? No. This is like a barber shop, which is like the one shop we can get into through the windows, and that's the one shop we don't care about. Nobody. Yeah, this is the zippy mount. Like the alarm is off. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Not like the look of that model there. 3 more zombies that we currently have the attention of. Plus whatever's behind me, I'm just not... If I don't turn around, then there's nobody there coming for me, right? Go back a little bit. A quick sit. These guys are waddling towards me. Tire iron. I would say nobody is currently interested in me. Ooh. Does the zippy mart even had... Oh, sorry, this is the wrong door. You know, I don't see any freezer there anyway. It definitely was a freezer. Okay. Hey, not where you want to be fighting, is it? Now I'm looking at it again, I'm actually not sure I'm seeing a freezer. I'm not seeing the full store yet. That is very disappointing. No, there's no other freezer here. Okay. So this, what I thought was a bakery, is actually a barber shop. So we're not getting anything from there. We do have a key, which might be a key for this whole row of houses. That could be our saving grace here. So, barber shop, and then this is the coffee shop. Hey, hi. Aren't you glad I'm helping you out? Probably really take a bit of a longer breather here after those 3. Get away from all this madness. Oh boy. But don't look in that direction, then these zombies don't exist. You don't want to go down there. Oh, a bunch of milk. No, I'm gonna grab some coffee here. Since I did mention that we're gonna be tired very early, since we got up so early. No, no chance I'll get anything done here. I think this is actually, it looks more like a bookstore. Well, this is all a big waste of everybody's time, wasn't it? Hmm. We're considering going into the bar here. I don't think they're gonna have ice cream, but they might have something to get me off edge. Okay. It's gonna sort out both my tiredness and my nervousness. It's a weird place. You'd think they have a kitchen somewhere, right? I'm not seeing anything. Okay, so I'm running out of ideas where to go to. I mean, maybe we need a fresh perspective. So Rosewood used to have, and I'm assuming still has, a second gas station on the southern side of town, right? So maybe instead of driving around and fighting around the main street and not getting anything done because there's just too many zombies there, maybe it's time to get to a more isolated place. Oh, they are. Maybe also the drive-in cinema? Hey, it's free again. Isn't that great? Now, we can take a quick peek here at the prison. We probably get something done with sirens. But if I don't see a key here on the ground, then I don't think that's that. Too many zombies here for a maybe we can potentially probably. No. Let's go for a gas station. We know gas stations have been fantastic hauls so far. The right road? Is this the road? What's this? The house neighborhood? Earmarked for later. Okay, let's start with the drive-in. Okay. Too many windows that won't open for me today. There we go. Full success here. Beautiful. What's this there? That's new. Guess a little trailer for the either the person working the food stand or whoever's working the cinema. Whole bunch of cars. I have the sneaking suspicion that the ice cream truck, the freezer truck, is not actually working yet, the mod. It's fine. Then we got the gas station on the left and a giant diner right ahead. Pipe wrench that's about to give up. After the pipe wrench, oh, I still have one more iron pipe. I think I have a claw hammer left. Oh, and I have a short bat. Alright, let's clean this out. Let's do this properly. Read that correctly. This is the Wood Rose Diner in Rosewood. Clever. What was this, by the way? Oh, just a bandana. I thought this was some really weird fancy glasses. You can play on the grounds. I guess, you know, look at that. There's a broken window right here. We'll check that then. Fancy place. Fingers and flies. Yeah, okay, maybe not so fancy. Is this really all you have to offer? Here, rats. Ooh, more freezers. Chicken nuggets. Fish. Pork. I don't think this is probably just bathrooms. I would assume. So we're just gonna move on here. Gas station. Whatever that building is. Definitely see an ice cream thing. And smack down a window over there. Yeah, the only option of getting inside. Just the waiting room. Okay. Couple over here in the diner area. Take care of. Time to get the good loot. Probably not from here. So, one fish fingers package. Go. These people deserve to be sued. You know, having an ice cream freezer and then you have a TV dinner in there. You're just making everybody sad. Okay, can you check if you have anything else in the bag? No freezers. Okay. Interesting shelf. Large knife there. I looked like okay. What books? Carving? What is happening in this place? That being said, let me just get back in there. Let's grab some chips and stuff. We also need to eat something here. Pretty please. What is this loot? It's the weirdest gas station loot I've seen in a long time. Okay, did we have anything we can eat? Yeah, fruit jam. Gimme. And wash it down with some milk. Good enough for me. Maybe. This is so weird. There's so many VHS tapes here. It almost feels like this is more like a VHS store, but then again, for that, there's not enough VHS tapes. Okay, what do we have here? Big ass hotel, I would assume. And that makes kind of sense in this kind of context of buildings. Motel at the edge of town, yeah, okay. Open doors. You telling me this spawned as a looted building? Let's just jump over this. No mini freezer in each hotel room. What do my eyes spot over there? There we go, jackpot. Okay. There's the early drowsiness. Now we can, of course, and we will, chunk down that bottle of liquor. Where is it? Coffee liquor. Not sure if that actually is gonna make me wakey. No, it does not. It might make me more drowsy, because that's usually what alcohol does in this game. But I thought since it's coffee liquor, yeah. Not quite then, huh? So, we see a whole lot of Rosewood. This area is cursed. Still not have fully given up on Jenny's. This was good. This was a good haul, including this one. Let's check out this side area there of fancy houses. Oh god. Are you telling me I can't drive properly because I'm drunk? This is gonna get me killed. Oh boy. Oh no, this is... I mean, it's not really something I can convey here via the video. And this car is not responding as it should. Oh, this is under construction. This is not quite filled swimming pool yet. So maybe this is like a new fancy housing development, but that's not fully completed. Yeah. It'd be interesting for like a project build, right? Finishing some of these houses in a run. This looks like it's already lived in. Except somebody smashed that mailbox. I would definitely complain to my homeowners association of that. Coordination impaired. Nonsense. This bloody... So this is one of the houses. I think this looks definitely the way it looked in Build 41. And this is very often, you know, I like sometimes to read a little bit on the Project Zomboid Reddit, and the amount of times I've seen that house as a here, I made my base here house, people then share screenshots, and it's like, why that house? That has really nothing going for it. Nothing. It seems like people just are attracted to these gardening plots in the back, even though you can, like any piece of grass, you can just put your crops in the ground. The game doesn't care about having a special... Holy, that looks fancy. Anyway, I think maybe they changed something about drunk driving. I don't remember it being that bad. Not that I ever would drive irresponsibly. That was a stop sign. That didn't count for me. It only counts for people coming this way. Yeah, I'm gonna swing, quite literally, my way back to our temporary house, even though it's still quite early, but we're getting tired. Getting very tired. That's really not helping with, well, everything else. We would have to kill some zombies, and fighting is not good when tired, and probably also not when drunk. This is... I can't even explain how difficult it is to steer this car. There's like a 3-second delay between you pressing a button and then the car actually moving in that direction. But yeah, I think this has been Rosewood. I think it's time to move on. And the question is, where do we move on to? I think the bigger rework would be in West Point, the surrounding areas. Even though, like, from a pathing kind of point of view, Muldrow probably makes more sense. But since, you know, the whole ice cream hunt is basically just an excuse to tour all the new areas and look at them a little bit. We have question marks because I'm illiterate. I mean, I still can see the street names, but I don't see the town names. Yeah, anyway, so we're gonna head up here, back to this road, come up this way, and then probably come to the back end of West Point, somewhere over here. I'm showing something on an empty map, but yeah, West Point is gonna be our next station and next stop, unless it's not. No, yeah, West Point, and then down towards Dixie, and ending it in Muldrow, because that's, you know, if you're in Muldrow, you probably just want to end it. Anyway, that's gonna be it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.